Blessings, yo, welcome to Life's Place. Yeah, you know, you never know who your friends are because some people will truly talk you into living in a box, living in a box where you are comfortable, but you don't know it's a cage. It's the ones that will manipulate you into basically working with them, family and friends, all because of your trust, your respect, and your love for them. They'll be they'll talk you into helping dig ditches, hoping that somebody else will fall because so supposedly, other people hurt them, but it's envy and jealousy. It's the ones that are creating, you know, a cage for you, by manipulating you, by way of trying to entice you, lure you into a cage too. It's the manipulation of you choosing yourself by way of taking from you, trying to make it seem like you have nothing about you that is valuable because of the narrative that they took, that they created for you. It's like it's the worst setup it is because of the fact that not everybody needs saving, but they want you to have the savior complex where you need to be the hero of those that they took from you, the things that they took from you. You have to go back to that energy of, what's whew, the energy of loss, where they can keep taking from you before, how long before you actually break if they keep taking things from you and causing destruction in your life by way of taking people from you and barring you from places and keeping things from you. That's like the rerouting the mail and trying to keep appointments and meetings and just the taking from your phone and it's like a whole bunch of shit people will do just to keep you in a cage that they created for you because they're comfortable in it, right? It's like some people don't want to change or anyone else to change, where they will create a cage for you and make it seem like family, make it seem like it's the best, friendliest place to be. But all it is control, it's domination, it's power that they want to take from those that they deem as weak, they deem as not qualified, they deem as not the one, all because they have an image to uphold, you know, they have something of themselves that they need to hide, where the narrative that they created, has to feel like they need a savior. They need to save themselves. Like you are so weak that you can't save yourself, you know, that you didn't get up and take care of you and do for you. But all of that is because they can't speak the truth when it comes to you. You speaking your truth defeats the lies that they created for you. Therefore, they're in the cage. And those they manipulated are either comfortable in that cage that they created for you to willingly walk into because you missed the past, because you miss who they took, you missed that job, you missed the people, you missed the place, you missed the things, right? But they never betted on you not ever wanting to miss you, not ever wanting to lose you, not ever wanting to forget yourself. Therefore, people, places, and things, ego, arrogance, and pride will never let them take accountability that you still got a choice, and the choice is you. Some people want to take your choices of you choosing yourself away from you, all because of their ego, their arrogance, and their pride. Some can't even apologize, but want you to apologize for the wrongdoing that they do to you. They want you to apologize for trying to keep you confused. They want you to apologize for their abuse. So if you walk back willingly, if you go back willingly, if you apologize willingly for the wrong things done to you, and for you apologizing for walking away and just saying that, you know what, it was wrong of you to walk away, and you willingly accept the abuse that they were doing to you that was never ever fucking growing you, and they never showed you love, but they wanted to redefine love for you in the way that they were loved, and that was the procrastination, the lazy, and the bullshit manipulation and the emotional trauma, which they feel as though is love, and you should be enveloped in that love too. You know, some people just don't want to grow, all because of the fact that they refuse to change, but they don't want to climb up the ladder of themselves too to reach their higher self. But they want to pull you down because you are busy doing you, because you are making sure that your life is just as peaceful for you. Yet some people don't know what peace is, unless they pay for the 7 to 14 days for peace. Whereas you create the peace with you, and that just doesn't involve the drama, the bullshit, and the fuckery too. You don't need people that has a representative of who they are, and holding up an image of who they are just so that they can be around you. Yet take the information about you, take anything of you, and put it at tables that you're not invited to, you know? But they're the first ones to these all this energy runs into the same insecure, weak ass fucking lack of confidence that don't want to take accountability for not wanting to grow. Yet they're the very same ones that will try to make everybody look bad, all because they're used to the cage that they dressed up for themselves. It gets lonely when nobody wants to deal with bullshit. It gets lonely when it's fuckery. It gets lonely when it's always a lie. Who wants to sit next to somebody that lies and bullshit you and manipulates you? Whereas you're creating your peace. It's like the same ones that will view just to say that I'm crazy, just to take it to other people to say, yeah, I'm crazy, but they don't have to watch me. It's YouTube. It's a whole bunch of other videos, but they'll take the time to view and report too. It's just trying to truly take people's energy, by way of really, making it seem like them doing the work is too hard. But at the same time, they don't know the struggles of how hard it was for you to get to where the fuck you at. But those are the very same ones that will do the trust funds. They will chase the fucking life insurance policies of other people. They will really waste their time and buy time by inviting other people, you know, to wait out a waiting game where at the end of the day, they're the ones that's wasting their time. They will really buddy up with all of the dead and not think of themselves as the zombie waiting for somebody else's money to feel alive for themselves. Meanwhile, they're exhausting themselves, draining themselves, breaking themselves, and putting themselves in the poverty mindset, in the poverty in the literal sense, because they're chasing someone else's money. They're waiting for other people to really murk themselves by the bullying and the harassing and the abusing of the person in order for them to gain, to hold up an image that they still need people to hold up. Whereas to be yourself and an individual, they don't want you to. To be you, they don't want you to because of the narrative that they created for you. They'll rather be the one to hold up the image to speak on the narrative of you that they created. Therefore, they feel like they have something. They feel as though they're doing something because they downplayed you. It's the same ones that don't believe in themselves, yet their belief in you by stop trying to stop you by every which way angle to try to stop you from your path, to take from you, is truly not even, it's not seeing themselves, as to their projections and wishes and ill wills towards you, where they're the ones that's still standing still in the same spot, thinking that that's where they left you. Sad shit about reality when people really face themselves and take accountability for themselves. It's their responsibility that they don't want to take. Yet, some people run out of people to hold and take on that responsibility for them. But again, self sufficiency is key. There's only a few that can actually stand on their own 2 feet, but there's many more that will try to chop you at your feet while throwing sticks and stones and mud at you too. But those are the very same ones that will be surprised that you still got on your knees and built off of the sticks and stones and the boulders and made bricks with the mud thrown at you to build your motherfucking empire. And then you created motherfucking feet for you to fucking walk properly, upright for you. Crazy shit. But those are the ones that will cry and plead and drown themselves in shallow tears because they have no feet. Because they're waiting for somebody else to take those steps for them just so that they can have a seat at somebody else's table. Think about it, yo, and note the most I got you. Have a good one. Bye.